Your recent actions caught the eye of a powerful organization. What they know is shocking. My dear child, if you believe in angels, start this video and watch it completely. Angel says this is not a small thing. This is not something to be laughed off or dismissed as if it were just another passing word in the wind. God says you are being spoken to right now because it is emergency, because something has reached a point that cannot wait any longer. Archangel Michael is beside you, and he says with his thunderous voice of authority and his tears of warning that you must not ignore this. You must not skip it. You must not pretend it is coincidence. This is very serious, and Michael is asking you not to tell anyone yet because this message is very important for you alone in this moment. Your recent actions, the things you have done, the words you have spoken, the choices you have made have caught the eye of a powerful organization. And what they know is shocking beyond what you can imagine. They are watching your steps. They are watching your movements. They are observing your silence, your whispers, your prayers, your hesitation. And you must understand that God is allowing this exposure to warn you and not to harm you. You may feel chills even now as you read these words because Michael is letting his presence be felt in your room. You may feel the air shift, the weight pressing gently on your spirit, the call inside your soul telling you that this is different. This is urgent. This cannot be brushed aside like the hundreds of other voices you hear daily. This is the divine call that says your life is not ordinary, that what is happening around you is no accident. That heaven itself is standing at your door with urgent alarms ringing. The angels have been watching you for days, weeks, and years. And now the time has come that what was hidden is being uncovered. God says your recent actions were seen by people and forces you cannot even imagine, and they have already marked your name. They know things about you, things you have not even told another soul, and they are watching your very moments. Now, Archangel Michael says this is very serious because it is not just human eyes that are on you. There are forces, unseen hands, and spiritual watchers involved. What they know is shocking, but you are not to fear because God says He is with you and He will not allow their plans to prosper against you. Yet you cannot be careless. You cannot walk blind. You cannot dismiss what heaven is warning you about. The message is clear. They are watching your every move. But heaven is watching them. God says their power will not break you. Their secrets will not destroy you. But you must open your eyes and trust the message being sent to you. Now God says sometimes He allows certain organizations, certain groups of people, certain hidden watchers to take notice of you so that you may know your destiny is not small. The enemy does not chase those who carry nothing. The enemy chases those who are carrying treasures of heaven within them. You are carrying a divine purpose so heavy that it shines even when you do not try to shine. You are carrying a calling so strong that it echoes in places you do not even enter. And because of this, there are people and forces who feel threatened by what you carry. They watch you not because you are weak, but because you are dangerous to the plans of darkness. Archangel Michael says, "This is why you must be careful, why you must listen, why you must not ignore this word." Your life has been under divine observation long before you realized it. There are secrets in your bloodline, secrets in your destiny, secrets even about your name. And God says you have been chosen to be the one that uncovers them. This is why there has been resistance. This is why doors sometimes closed suddenly. This is why people sometimes betrayed you without reason, because behind the natural world there was a monitoring of your destiny. Heaven says what they know is shocking. They know that you are not ordinary. They know that your path is not like others. They know that if you rise fully into who you are, their systems will crumble. Their powers will weaken. Their deception will be exposed. Do you not feel in your heart that something larger has always followed you? Do you not feel that even in your quietest days, you have been a target of attention, both good and bad? This is because you are carrying something divine. Michael says he has fought battles in the unseen for you many times already. There were nights you thought were peaceful, but behind the veil there was war over your name, over your life, over your family, over your future. And now God says you are at the center of attention again because your recent choices sent a signal. The organization that watches has marked you, but heaven has already surrounded you. God says do not tell anyone yet because some ears around you are not safe. There are people who smile with you but listen to repeat. There are people who act as though they care but only want to extract information. That is why the Spirit is saying this word is for you first. It is for you to hold in your heart, for you to discern, for you to act upon quietly, for you to let prayer be your response before you share it with anyone else. What they know about you is shocking because it is not only about what you did recently. It is about the pattern of your life. They know that you were spared from accidents where others fell. They know that you rose from sicknesses that should have ended you. They know that financial traps that swallowed others did not swallow you. They know that despite rejection, you still carried light. They know there is something unusual in your path. They watch your relationships. They watch your finances. They watch your faith. And God says their watching cannot destroy you, but it should awaken you. You must understand when God calls it an emergency, it means time is short. It means something critical is in motion. It means if you ignore something will pass you by, something will collapse, something will be lost. But if you listen, if you respond, if you obey, then what was meant for harm will be turned into sudden elevation. Michael is shouting to your spirit even now. Do not ignore this. Do not procrastinate. Do not say I will think about it later. There is no later. Heaven's alarm is ringing now. And yes, you may wonder why me? Why am I in the eye of such things? Why do they care about me? God says it is because of what is inside you. You were chosen before you were born. There are assignments tied to your name. There are blessings that carry your signature. There are doors that will only open when you walk toward them. There are people whose survival depends on your obedience. There are nations whose light depends on your rising. You may not see the full picture now, but heaven sees it. The enemy sees it too. And that is why you are being watched. But here is the good news. God says nothing they know can change what He has ordained. Nothing they plan can erase what He has written. Nothing they plot can override what He has sealed. Their watching may be constant, but His protection is stronger. Their knowledge may be shocking, but His revelation is greater. They may watch your footsteps, but He orders them. They may try to track your life, but He holds your days in His hand. They may seek to expose you, but He has already clothed you in His glory. And now Michael says he is standing with his sword drawn over your household. He is standing with his wings spread over your name. He is standing at the threshold of your destiny saying this one belongs to God. And because of that you are safe, but you must walk wisely. Pray more than you speak. Watch more than you share. Trust God more than you trust man. If you'd like to donate or show your appreciation, you can give a super thanks up to $100. God says this is the moment of unveiling. This is why you feel the intensity. This is why the air around you feels heavy. This is why your dreams may have been strange lately. This is why sudden delays or sudden coincidences have been appearing. Nothing is random. Everything is part of the alarm that heaven is sounding for you. Archangel Michael says to you directly, this is very serious. Do not joke with it. Do not ignore it. Do not assume it is for someone else. This is your word, your moment, your call. They are watching your life, but heaven is watching theirs. And soon you will see that everything hidden will be revealed. God says this is not by accident. This is not random. This is not something you should take lightly because what is reaching you now carries the weight of heaven itself. God says it's an emergency. Do not ignore this message because Archangel Michael himself is standing beside you. His voice trembling with urgency, whispering in your soul that this is very serious. Don't tell anyone. This is very important for you. Your recent actions have caught the eye of a powerful organization. And what they know is shocking. They are watching your every step, every move, every unspoken word, and even the thoughts you carry in silence. God says you are being observed more closely than you realize. And while fear may try to grip you, you must remember this truth. Nothing that watches you can overpower what protects you. And God Himself has sent angels to guard you in ways you cannot yet comprehend. Archangel Michael says, they are circling. They are analyzing. They are whispering about you in rooms you cannot see. And yet the divine has allowed you to hear this warning so you are not left in ignorance. They think they are in control. They think they are the ones who have the upper hand. But God says He sees beyond their plans. He sees beyond their secrets. And He is uncovering this for you so that you may be strengthened. The powerful organization has noticed your light, your resilience, your ability to rise again and again when others try to see you destroyed. They see something in you that intimidates them. They see a force within you that they cannot explain. And instead of acknowledging that it comes from God, they label you. They investigate you. They attempt to trap you with their eyes. But God says you are not trapped. You are liberated. And even in the midst of being watched, you are being protected. Archangel Michael's sword is drawn. He does not want you to dismiss this as mere words. He says, listen closely because this is serious. The Watchers are not just ordinary men and women. They are part of a system that has existed for years, a system that thrives on secrecy, a system that fears exposure. And God says, because you walk in the truth, because you carry the light, you have unintentionally stumbled upon their gaze. They do not like truth-bearers. They do not like those who refuse to conform. They do not like those whose destiny is ordained by heaven. That is why they are restless about you. That is why they are probing, watching, digging. God says, do not be afraid, for this too shall work in your favor, for all things turn for good for those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. Do not tell anyone about this message because not everyone around you can be trusted. Some who appear to be allies may actually be informants. Some who smile at you may actually whisper your name behind closed doors. Archangel Michael is weeping in urgency because he knows how sensitive this is. He knows you could easily dismiss it, but he pleads with you not to. He says, this is not a joke. This is not exaggeration. Heaven's alarms are ringing. The Watchers are closer than you think. They are interested in what you carry, not just in your hands, but in your spirit. They are studying you to find weakness, to find hesitation, to find fear. But God says, do not let them find fear because fear is the very tool they use to chain souls. Stand in courage. Stand in faith. Stand knowing that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. The shocking part is this. What they know about you is more than you realize. They have files. They have records. They have information gathered silently. They have been following your journey perhaps for years, waiting for the right time to strike. But God says their timing is failing because His timing is greater. They will be exposed before they can expose you. They will be scattered before they can gather. They will stumble before they can even approach your door. God says do not panic, for what they plan is already collapsing under the weight of divine intervention. But you must listen. You must remain alert. You must not share everything that is in your heart with everyone around you. There are people assigned to watch you. Some of them are strangers and some of them you already know. Some wear uniforms, some wear masks, some appear ordinary, but all of them are part of this larger web. Yet Archangel Michael says, "Fear not." Because heaven is also watching, and heaven's watch is stronger than any organization on earth. You are never outnumbered. Even if they surround you with eyes, heaven surrounds you with angels. Even if they whisper against you, heaven thunders for you. Even if they plan against you, heaven prepares breakthroughs for you. Their files, their notes, their meetings about you will all be turned into testimonies of your resilience. God says He will use even their watching to bless you, to elevate you, to reveal who you truly are. You have been wondering why certain things feel strange, why certain people act differently when you arrive, why conversations stop when you walk into the room. You felt the heaviness of unseen observation, the pressure of being evaluated. God says this is why they are watching. But He also says you are not to crumble under it. You are not to stop living. You are not to hide. Instead, you are to rise even higher, because nothing confuses the watchers more than someone who refuses to be intimidated. They expect you to shrink. They expect you to fall silent. They expect you to doubt yourself. But Archangel Michael says, stand boldly. Walk as if heaven itself is your shield, because it is. Speak as if heaven itself is your voice, because it is. Move as if heaven itself is your guide, because it is. Your recent actions triggered something. Something you said. Something you did, something you stood for became like a signal, and they picked it up. They now know you cannot be controlled like others. They now know you are not easy to manipulate. And so their interest grew. They decided to watch closer. But God says, let them watch, for the more they watch, the more they will see His hand upon you. The more they watch, the more they will witness miracles they cannot explain. The more they watch, the more they will realize they are powerless to stop what is divine. And when the right moment comes, God says He will expose them to you one by one, so that you may know who truly was behind the curtain all along. Archangel Michael says, guard your words in this season. Do not share everything with everyone. Some ears are listening only to report back. God says this message is for you alone, because the fewer who know, the safer it remains. Do not doubt that heaven is speaking. Do not doubt that this warning is real. Even now as you read this, certain eyes are trying to scan deeper into your life, but their scans will fail. Their conclusions will be false. Their attempts will be broken. For God says He will never allow His chosen one to be defeated by mere watchers. They may write their reports, but heaven writes your destiny. They may plan their traps, but heaven lays out your path. They may gather against you, but heaven will scatter them with one command. This is serious. This is not something to ignore. Archangel Michael says, every second matters. He has fought battles in the unseen just to deliver this message to you. The fact that you are reading it now means God has spared you, has preserved you, has decided you must know the truth before it is too late. Take this seriously. Your safety depends on it. Your destiny depends on it. Heaven depends on your obedience. Do not tell anyone. Do not dismiss it. Do not delay. Instead, strengthen yourself in prayer, cover yourself in faith. Let the watchers see only your resilience, never your fear. Let them be confused by your peace. Let them be confounded by your courage. Let them witness a power they cannot touch. For God says, you are not alone and you never will be. My beloved one, I come to you with urgency, for the message before you is not an ordinary one. Heaven bends low in this very moment to whisper into your heart. Because what surrounds you is serious. Yet you must not fall into fear. Fear is not your portion. God has appointed this exact time to open your eyes and strengthen your spirit so that you may know the truth, walk in confidence, and never be shaken by what others think they know about you. The words I speak carry weight because they are carried on the wings of Archangel Michael himself, who is standing guard over your life in this very hour. He has declared this is serious. Don't ignore it. Don't tell anyone. This is only for you. Your recent actions have caught the attention of a powerful organization. And though they may believe they hold power, know that their strength is nothing compared to the hand of God. What they think they know about you is shocking to them. But heaven already knew everything from the beginning. They watch your movements, your words, your decisions. But you must not tremble. For the one who formed you watches them with eyes of fire. God is not shaken. And because you belong to Him, you will not be shaken either. What they plot, what they whisper in secret, what they scheme behind closed doors, God has already exposed it in His light. You are shielded in ways they cannot comprehend. Archangel Michael speaks with a commanding voice in this very moment. Be still, child of God. Don't be afraid of what you hear or what you sense around you. Their eyes may be on you, but heaven's hand is around you. No weapon formed against you will prosper. No tongue that rises against you will stand. You are divinely protected. These words are not merely comfort. They are truth. You must breathe them in and allow them to strengthen you. Do not underestimate the seriousness of this season. This is not a time to play with your destiny, nor is it a time to question whether God is near. God is closer to you now than you have ever imagined. The enemy plots in secret places, but God walks openly into your situation, breaking down the walls that were meant to imprison you. What feels heavy upon your shoulders is being lifted, for He is your burden bearer. The powerful organization that watches you believes they can intimidate and unsettle you. But God laughs at the schemes of the wicked. He knows the end from the beginning. And He has written your story in such a way that their traps will only expose them. The enemy's attempt to intimidate you will backfire. For their watching eyes will see not weakness, but the light of God shining brighter upon you. They are stunned by you because they cannot understand how you rise every time they expect you to fall. Archangel Michael declares with firmness, "This is serious and you must not ignore it. Do not speak of this to anyone, for the message is sealed only for your spirit. Be attentive. Pray. Watch. Trust. The Lord is with you." This is your divine instruction. You are not called to fight with the weapons of this world. You are not called to match their schemes with schemes of your own. You are called to kneel in prayer, to lift your eyes to the heavens, to hold firmly to faith, for faith is the shield that will quench every fiery dart. Beloved, God says to you, rest assured, Nath. Start this video and view it completely. Angel says that this is a very important message for you today. Don't ignore it. Listen to this message. Open your eyes and be on guard. This is not by chance. It has been sent to you. The hour is not normal. The whispers in your heart are not fantasy. The change of emotions that you've experienced all of a sudden, the shaking of your soul, the bizarre dreams, the midnight wakefulness, all these have been taking you to this very moment. There is something you need to hear and there is something you need to see. Someone has been talking about you behind your back. Not to bless you but to pull you out of where God put you. There is a shaking occurring that wasn't meant to touch your household, but the door was opened. Someone who you considered close enough to give permission for your peace to be disturbed. And now the foundation under the very roof you lay your head on isn't solid. You stand to lose the house you are living in now due to something that was kept hidden from you. A secret buried under lies, silent understandings, and economic mistakes. Your home's walls have witnessed what they were not meant to hear. The corners of your room have cried with you in silence. The ceilings have absorbed your prayers, the ones you murmured late at night when you believed no one was listening. But heaven was listening. The angels were recording every word. And now there is motion in the spiritual realm. Not all motion is punishment, sometimes it is diversion. Sometimes God permits the things we thought we would always have to be stirred because something better is on the way. But He has to take away first what you've grown so fond of. And still, this is not merely material loss. This is about revealing truth. God tells you that there is a person near you who is attempting to keep you stuck in a situation that was intended only for a brief time, and they're hiding their intentions behind fake love. Your name has been brought up at meetings you didn't even know were happening. There are individuals who smile in your face but have already scripted a different conclusion for you. They have talked about the forms. They have spoken of timelines in whispers. They have rearranged things behind your back. There was one who said, "Just a little longer and they'll have no choice but to go." But the Spirit of the Lord has caught wind of this screenplay. You didn't know yet, but the grace over your life is too deep, too heavy, too holy for this to continue. You are losing the home you currently reside in because this home is bound to deception. It is bound to someone who swore to love you but have made covenants that deny all the oaths they took. You sense it. You felt it. The atmosphere of the air has changed. Your essence has been agitated. You can't stop glancing at the front door as if someone is going to knock and tell you something that will completely alter the situation. You've had the feeling of the countdown but had no idea what it was. This is what it was. There is a deadline on this spot. Something is coming to an end, but it is not to cause you harm. It is to wake you up. Because if you remain too long in an environment that no longer answers to your destiny, it starts to dismantle you from the inside out. And your soul is too valuable to remain broken. You gave your heart to the wrong one and they bound it into the foundation of the house. You revealed your secrets in a room where already they were building a case against you. You continued praying for peace in a house which slowly was turning into a prison. The laughter has disappeared. The furniture no longer comforts you. You are like a guest in your own house. And even now, you've been attempting to convince yourself to remain because beginning anew is frightening. But beginning anew is what will deliver you. Ultimately, God is revealing this. Someone who promised to keep you safe has conspired to kick you out emotionally, spiritually, and even physically. They might not arrive with keys or a contract, but they have knocked open a spiritual door that is pushing you out. Do not confuse this change with failure. Do not misinterpret the signs. God is not punishing you. He's moving you for protection. You're going to lose the house you're in currently because it's become a masquerade. You rise up and smile, but you realize it's not home anymore. You sense that something isn't right. You feel like you want to cry in every room. Shadows cover the walls of your heart. And it's because you've grown out of the lie that you've been attempting to live. This note is for you. Someone you love very much knelt beside the bed and wept last night because they do not know how to let you in on the truth. They've made choices that threaten the entire foundation of your existence. They have people they owe money to. They claim to pay bills they never did. They signed documents under your name. They contracted in fear, believing they were safeguarding everyone. But their fear has come to equal betrayal. The home you believed was constructed upon love was quietly being devoured by termites of secrecy and shame. It's near its end. You won't have to lie much longer, anymore. The curtain is soon going to fall and the truth will stand on the stage, firm and unshakable. The home you are attempting to hold on to has already been released spiritually from you. The home you attempted to sanctify has been defiled by secret sin. You're not crazy. You're not exaggerating. What you're experiencing is real. The release has already been done in heaven. It's just manifesting now on earth. You will soon discover why things began to fall apart around the same time. Why communication began to break. Why you've been fighting more. Why you dream always of other places, safer places, quieter places. You've been feeling the tug of a new start, but you've been holding on to what you know. This is telling you, let go. Someone will soon whisper, we have to move. Someone will soon admit, I didn't tell you everything. Someone will soon weep and say, I thought I was helping. But the truth will no longer be kept on hold. All that had to be kept hidden is now being brought into the light, not to destroy you, but to free you from the slow death of pretending. The locks can still turn. The lights can still light, but your home is no longer spiritually safe for you. And heaven can't bless what your heart has outgrown. They kept you there trying to keep you because your presence kept the house upright. Your prayers were the adhesive. Your faith was the foundation. Your kindness propped up walls that were never even yours to prop. But even the greatest hearts become weary. And God is not calling you to be the savior of a space that does not even honor your presence any longer. There is another space waiting. But first, you have to be drained of this one. Don't freak out when everything begins to break. Don't crumble when they tell you it's time to leave. You are in danger of losing the home that you now reside in because it no longer fits your divine mandate. And here is the part that will rock you to your very foundation. This is not the first time someone has attempted to spiritually remove you. There were other houses, other seasons, other relationships, other cities where you lingered too long and almost lost your joy. But this time, heaven is intervening. This time, angels are on duty to ensure you don't get trapped once more. You are too near destiny. You are too near the promise. The time is too brief to remain tied by familiarity. Someone said they'd never let you go, but they're the same one planning without you. You are not being discarded. You are being drawn into alignment. You are not being chastised. You are being liberated. You are not being rejected. You are being rechanneled. It will hurt. You might weep. You might feel as if you've lost everything. But this loss is your gain in disguise. This eviction is your elevation. This heartbreak is your healing. There is someone who has been observing you spiritually. An angel from heaven who knows your name and has been crying out for your freedom. They've been saying, "Father, they can't remain. If they remain, they'll miss their next chapter." And heaven heard. And now it is unfolding. This is your affirmation. This is your wake-up call. This is your spiritual knock at the door. You are going to lose the house you are living in today because you were not supposed to die there. There's more. This is not just about losing a material space. It's about losing an old you. A version that settled. A version that pleaded to be understood. A version that remained small, to make others comfortable. A version which concealed your calling to maintain peace. That version is going away. The house is the metaphor. Your spirit is the actual place of abode and it is emerging. My precious child, this message is for you. It is no accident that your eyes have landed on these words today. It is not coincidental that your soul moved within you, that a still small voice called out from the depths of your soul saying, "Read this carefully, for something is about to change." You are not alone in what you are facing. You are not forgotten. You are not lost. I have seen what others have not seen. I have heard what you could not say. I have seen you weeping in the quiet, in the silence, behind closed doors that no one else had the courage to open. I have seen the pain in your heart as you stood at the border of doubt, questioning everything, dreading what is to follow. You have clutched hard, attempting to remain firm even when it seemed like everything was falling apart. But I, your God, have come with a word to you, and you must hear. You are going to lose the home in which you are living. Yes, my child. I tell you this not to frighten you, not to disturb the peace of your heart, but because I love you too much to allow you to be surprised. This house, this roof, these walls that have protected you, they have done what they were meant to do. But a season of change is coming. You need to know this now, because I am creating something bigger, something that isn't created by the hands of man, something heavenly. What you see collapsing before you is not the end. It is the beginning. But before the beginning can emerge, the old must collapse. This house, this sanctuary you have proclaimed as home, has soaked up your tears, your laughter, your memories. Yes, but it has also become a burden. It has become a disguised prison, and I am beckoning you out of it. If you'd like to give or indicate your gratitude, you can offer a super thanks up to $50. You cannot confuse comfort with calling. You should not mistake familiarity for favor. Behind the scenes, things occur that you are unaware of. Deals made in the dark. Decisions signed off without your agreement. There are whispers uttered in offices and blueprints designed with dates indicated secretly. But I have witnessed them all. Nothing goes undetected by my eyes. I have seen the letters you have not opened yet, the notices you are ignoring, the bills piling up while you are trying to pretend that things are okay. My child, it is not shameful to struggle. It is not weakness to acknowledge you are drowning. I am not mad at you. I am not disappointed in you. But I need you to wake up. I need you to listen closely because what is going to come, though difficult, is also needed. You prayed for change, did not you? You begged me to lift you up, to bless you, to usher you into a new time. And now I am doing just that. But the door to the new cannot open while you are still holding on to the old. I cannot pour new oil into cracked vessels. I cannot take you up when you are still grounded in fear. And so yes, I am permitting the shaking. I am permitting the ground to shake under this house. I am permitting it because I need to take away what is no longer working for you. What no longer has my presence, what no longer speaks of your growth. There is mold on the bottom of this house. Not only physically, but spiritually. And if you stay, you will start to wilt. You will start to become small enough to fit into a life that no longer accommodates you. Your future is too vibrant to be kept locked in this dying shadow. I have an alternative living situation for you. One that will not be stolen. One that will not be a strain. A place where your soul shall lie. Where your nights will not be troubled. Where the ceilings will no longer ring out with quiet sorrow. But first, you have to believe me. You have to let go of the hold you have on these walls. You have to leave behind bricks I never asked you to bear. I know it is scary. I know the feeling of letting go is like standing at the edge of a cliff. But I am not asking you to jump. I am calling you to fly, and I will bear you. I am already making a path. Even now, I am speaking to hearts that will come to your assistance. Even now, I am opening doors you do not even realize are there. Even today I am shifting resources in your direction, making divine appointments, dispatching assistance in unlikely places. Don't constrain me with your reasoning. Don't confine me in human comprehension. My supply is not based on the workings of the earth. I am the God who sustained my gain in ravens. I am the God who split seas. I am the God who multiplies what appears inadequate. And I will do it for you. But don't wait. Don't hesitate. Don't brush aside the warnings. The house is moving. The notices are appearing. The change is coming. Prepare your heart. Start to let it go. Pack not only your things, but your soul. Let go of the emotional attachments that bind you. Forgive what transpired there. Heal from what you suffered and move forward in faith. I am not displacing you to chastise you. I am relocating you to bless you. I am not removing you from security. I am guiding you into destiny. But you have to go when I tell you to go. This message is for you. Yes, you. Not someone else. Not some other time. At the moment you are reading this because I decided at this point to open your eyes. You might not be ready. You wonder where you will be, what you will be doing, how you will survive. But did I not carry you previously? Did I not sustain you when all was withered? Did I not arrive at the hour of midnight? Have I ever deserted you alone? You are on the verge of seeing something wonderful. The transpiring of my heavenly plan. It will not appear as you thought. It will start with loss, but it will end in glory. It will start with ending, but it will bring new life. Trust me, my child. Come walk with me. Let me bring you out of the temporary and into the eternal. This is for you. Don't dismiss it. Don't scroll past it. Don't bury it in doubt or fear. You will soon lose the house you occupy. But you will soon gain a peace you never knew. A place where your spirit can breathe. A house filled with me. Let go so I can give you more. Angel continues, this message is for you. Open it with your heart before the hour passes because something is changing in the atmosphere surrounding your life. You are going to lose the house you presently reside in. Not because you've failed. Not because God has forgotten you, but because a divine move is soon to take place. What you consider the end is actually a transition, a letting go of one chapter into the next, a shaking that's getting ready to make way for something much more glorious. Yes. The walls you've prayed within, the doors you've barred with tired hands. The roof that protected you through myriad tears and whispered prayers. It may soon no longer be your cover. But God reminds us, I am your refuge. I am your real covering. And what is about to occur is not loss but divine exchange. Hear well, dear soul. The home in which you are has heard your weeping. The walls have soaked up the burden of your pain. There are memories in that space, beautiful and broken. But the season of stretching is before you, and the space that kept you safe is now too small for the blessing that is coming. This is not punishment. This is not abandonment. This is preparation. You must know God is never late. And what you perceive as a storm is in reality a gate. It is a sacred way out of what has held you comfortable and quiet for far too long. God will be with you. Don't worry, nothing will happen to you. You are safe. All you have to do is trust in God and pray to Him as never before. Your provision is not in the mortgage or in the lease. It is in the faith you possess when all that is familiar is trembling. This move is spiritual. This move is holy. And although it will feel like the stripping away of everything, heaven is saying to you, I am relocating you from survival to overflow. You don't have to get it yet, and that's just fine. You can grab your keys in your hand, the smell of the walls, the corner of the room where you always sit to meet God. But listen to me. God does not confine Himself to a place. God is not bound by brick and wood. He accompanies you in every step, in every moment, and in every cry. What appears to be loss is a supernatural move. And even though others in your life may tell you it's due to failure or struggle, at last God is revealing this. What's truly occurring is that your blessing is outgrowing where you're at. This message is for you. You didn't come across these words by mistake. Heaven stirred them just for you because the pain you've been feeling in that house lately has been more than physical. It's been spiritual. Something has been pushing you, prodding you, speaking to your soul. It's time. There is a call that cannot be held in that place anymore. You have been loyal even when no one noticed you. You prayed for peace. An angel tells us peace is not abandoning us. It's guiding us.